Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Raina, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, we have a few housekeeping items to go over. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. The presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Warren Wilson College.
All right, good evening, everybody. Hope you can see everything I have going on here. My name is Danny Hammond. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at Warren Wilson College, which is a small liberal arts college in the valley of Swannanoa, which is just outside of the city of Asheville here in North Carolina. We are about 10 minutes from downtown Asheville. To give you some perspective on where we are. Our campus is nestled in this beautiful mountain valley. It's about 1,000 acres total, with 25 miles of hiking trails, a full working farm as well on the campus. Because we are so small, about 750 students in our student body, it allows us to have a really amazing 10-to-1 student to teacher ratio. And our school is very different than a lot of colleges and universities that you might hear from. We are one of just a handful of federal work colleges and one of a very small number of liberal arts work colleges. What that means is that our students don't just go to class and go home. Our students are engaged in the academics, they're engaged in work on campus, and in order to graduate, they're also asked to give back to the community through service. Looking more at the academic side of things, we are a liberal arts college, which means that our students are doing about 2 years of general education work before they dive into their major of study. We have about 21 majors, 29 minors, lots of concentrations within those areas. And those are everything from sculpture, ceramics, conservation biology, sustainable agriculture, some really niche programs that students are drawn to and come across the country and from the world in order to study. More than 60% of our students post-graduation do attend some sort of post-grad institution. A lot of that has to do with the program of study that they are in. I want to talk a little more about work here in just a second. So talking to our students specifically who might be enrolled at a North Carolina community college, Warren Wilson is part of the independent college organization that has an articulation agreement with those colleges. What that means is that if you are enrolled at one of those community colleges and you are seeking out an associate's degree, if you come to Warren Wilson with that associate's degree, your general education requirements or those first 2 years of study are automatically done, checked, taken care of. You'll be headed straight into your major of study. It's a great way to save some money and some time. We do also have a full list of course equivalencies for students transferring credits over. So if you're interested in planning out an associate's degree pathway that will work best, when transferring to Warren Wilson, I'm happy to work individually with students. So now talking more about that work program. So students who are residential living on campus are required to work at least 8 hours a week, one of 80 different crews. It's really about building out your resume, building out your skill sets, and you do get paid for that work. It's a little over $2,000 a year. Some things that are key to transfer students that aren't necessarily true to our first year students. If you're coming in with over 60 credits, usually an associate's degree, you're only required to work 1 full semester at Warren Wilson as long as you're off campus. Otherwise, you're required to work 2 full semesters if you're living off campus. Again, if you're living on campus, you have to work the entire time. Work contracts aren't necessarily guaranteed for off-campus students, but it's never really happened that they weren't available. In terms of the community engagement requirement for our students, it's really a matter of engaging in an area that you're interested in. There's some issue areas listed here. And it's more of an evolution of that engagement. So your first semester or 2 is about exploring, and then you're really trying to get into this understanding of how the organization practices and what the best practices are. And then you move into a reflection phase. There are some exceptions for students who are transferring in credits in terms of what they're required to do, and those are in the bottom right there. We are NCAA Division III athletic varsity opportunities. Those are listed here. We also have intramural and club sports, as well as a really awesome climbing tower that our students there in the bottom left take part of, and as are the outdoor leadership majors. On and off campus, a little bit of information here. We are a mostly residential campus, including our non-traditional and transfer students, meaning most of our students do live on campus all 4 years or as long as they're at the college. Students who want to live off campus, there are some requirements you have to meet, and those are listed there. And I'm not going to go through these bullets one by one. Really interesting, and our favorite statistic we like to share. Our students love what they're doing. They graduate, they enjoy it, they feel like they're giving back to the community and giving meaning to the work that they're doing. That's the whole idea of work, service, and community engagement with the academic side of things. Here's a quick glimpse at our admissions process. It has been my goal to make it as simple as possible. Link at the bottom there gives you a little bit more information into what that looks like. A couple of deadlines here to keep in mind, as well as the required forms. All of this information is on that website listed before. And I'd be happy to talk with you through financials individually. Here is my contact information, my email. I'd be so happy to answer more questions for you as you have them. It is my goal to never leave you hanging. I want to answer anything and everything I can for you. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Warren Wilson College. Next up, we have Full Sail University.
Wonderful. Well, it's great to be here this evening, getting a chance to share with you a little bit about the school and programs. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Actually, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second, just in case I didn't optimize my, there is a video in here, so I just wanna make sure that I optimize it for you all. But yeah, so Full Sail University is a very unique and different type of school. So Full Sail caters, to creativity. So we do deal with entertainment, media, arts, and technology. And I just have a brief video to give you all kind of a little bit of a glimpse inside of what we do. All right. So again, that's a little glimpse into Full Sail University. So we are actually located in Winter Park, Florida, which is pretty much a suburb of Orlando, Florida, not too far away from the theme parks, as you can see in the background in one of these pictures here. So the areas of studies that we do have and cater to are going to be these types of degree programs. So everything from music, games, art and design, film and television, technology, communications, business, and sports. But within these areas of studies, we actually have 40 plus degree programs. So there's even more within what we call these areas of studies of halos. So definitely requesting information is something that I will give you all opportunity to do. I'm going to send a link to the chat at the end so you can find out more about some of those degrees. But Full Sail is very, very different in how we do things. So when it comes to our campus, we are very, very hands-on. So because of that, in the full-time schedule, you actually get done in half the time. So for our degree programs, it's around 20 months to get a fully accredited bachelor's degree. So that, again, in half the time. And also another thing that we have that's very, very different is that you can start every time. So we do rolling admissions. So we have a start pretty much every single month, except for December because of the holidays. However, we're ready when you're ready. And again, that is convenient, especially for students that do come out of state, which we actually don't have a difference between out of state or in-state tuition. And another thing too is when students graduate, they can actually come back anytime after graduation and take a class within their degree program, their specified degree program of graduation, for free in audit classes. What I love about this is we actually did build a screen that's very similar to the technologies in the TV show called The Mandalorian. So we put that on campus and now our grads like, we want to come back and use that. So that is convenient as long as there's space that we can have them come back. And another thing too, as well, is that we're very career focused. So while the students are going through their programs, we're going to make sure that they are working on their career portfolios and resumes too, as well. And we even talk about career development, which is a team that we have after, students graduate. They can utilize that team of people to help them, focus on their careers after graduation. So speaking of graduation, where are some of our grads now? What are they doing now? So a lot of them are working from some pretty amazing companies, but it's pretty cool to see when they're also getting accolades and awards out in the industry. So this was just from last year. And of course, the Game Awards just happened at the end of the year. So we'll be updating that information. But we're always really proud of what our grads are able to achieve. However, everybody has different ambitions. And yes, we do have some grads working on some pretty amazing things and with amazing companies, but some students might not want that. Maybe you want to start small or even own your own company. And we definitely encourage students to pursue whatever pathway is going to make them happy at the end of the day. So with that being said, another thing that we always want to do is make sure we have again, creative community. So we do have a lot of different clubs, including cosplay club, which I didn't get a chance to experience when I was in college. So I think that's pretty cool that we do have that, and also an esports club. So we do have an esports team. We play quite a few different games too as well. And any student can pretty much try out for the esports team. There is some stipulations as to getting on the team. However, with that being said, if you do get on the team, we will give you specialty training. Definitely, we do play Smash Brothers and some other games too as well. So when it comes to getting started, our biggest thing is we want to have a conversation with a student before they would even apply or enroll. So definitely reaching out to us. Also, the reason why we want you to reach out to us is because of the scholarship guide we want to send out, because we do have scholarships too as well. So with that being said, here's some information, but I'll also put it in the chat too as the first slide. I just now saw the chat, do apologize. So I guess the sound was worried. There wasn't any audio, or there was just music in the background. So you didn't miss any dialogue in the chat. Sorry, I'm just now seeing that. But I will put some information here on, of course, in the, you know, if my screen was paused the whole time, I do apologize. Is that what was also happening? Because I can't hear any audio, but I don't know if I didn't even see all that chat. I do apologize. Was my screen?
We see your first, we see your first slide.
Oh, but nothing. Yep. Oh, nothing else after that.
Yes.
Oh, so goodness. I don't know what happened.
Yep. Go ahead and share your contact information for this for our students, and we'll move on. Thank you.
Okay.
Full Sail.
Yeah. So here we go. Yeah. So this is, you're saying it's still paused, huh? Isn't it? Or I don't know if you're able to see that.
We can see that. Thank you, Full Sail. Okay. We're gonna thank you, Full Sail. We're gonna move on to Methodist University now.
All right, hello everyone. I'll go ahead and get my screen shared here, and oh, no. Sorry about this. There we are. So here at Methodist University, we do have a tagline of engage, enrich, empower. We're able to follow up that tagline with 4 pathways to success, being community engagement, leadership development, undergraduate research and creativity, and global perspectives. So moving forward with a little bit about location, we are located here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We are right next to the largest U.S. military base here in the country, with Fort Bragg being only a few minutes down the road from us. We do have great relationships with our military community. We are a proud partner with them. So that's something that you can kind of look out for here at Methodist. We do have about 2,000 students in total. About 1,700 of them are in our undergraduate program, and about 1,200 of them are residential. So we do have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Your professors are going to be super accessible to you. A lot of our professors have great relationships with our sports teams. We do offer 20 D3 athletic teams here at Methodist, and we do have lots of resources for those that are student athletes, such as CHAMPS, which is our study hall program. We do also offer writing center and a tutoring center as well. We do have over 80 academic programs. On the next slide, you will see some of our more popular programs here at Methodist. And we do have a very diverse population here with our students having come from over 70 different countries. We are proud about our international population that we do have here. So on this slide, it does talk about our top majors here at Methodist. We are home to one of only 20 golf programs here in the country. So we are a proud golf community here. We also have biology as a top major. Engineering is a fairly new major that we have here on campus, and we're excited to see it grow. Also kinesiology, forensic science, nursing, and business. We are kind of a business-oriented school, with business being one of our top popular majors here. This page talks a little bit more about some of our success rates. So we do have a 100% pass rate for our nursing, occupational therapy, and physical therapy programs, which is amazing. We do offer a nursing program at an undergraduate level. We do also offer occupational therapy and physical therapy at a graduate level. One of the things that I do want to point out here is that if you do successfully complete your undergraduate degree as a health science major, so like your biologies, chemistries, kinesiologies, you are guaranteed an interview with our graduate programs. So they usually have about 2,000 students that apply, they interview 60, and then they seat 40. So if you are interested in a health science pathway, Methodist is a great place for you, because we do have that kind of gap or bridge program in place for you. Another wonderful thing here about our business program is that if you are interested in business, we do also have an MBA program here as well. So you can seamlessly transition into our master's program. So we do have over 190 study abroad opportunities in a normal year, which is awesome. Like I said, one of our pathways to success here is global perspective. So taking into account the study abroad opportunities, as well as the diverse community of students that we have at our campus, I think that you'll definitely have a wonderful experience here. You can travel without traveling. We do offer a Pangea, which is an international festival. It's awesome. It's actually happening tonight. And that is where our students are able to put on any type of traditional dress, sing, dance, perform, anything that they can showcase their country. So that's an awesome opportunity that we have. We do also have an international food festival every year, which is great. Our students will work with our cafeteria staff to put on a menu for our campus. And usually it's about 6 or 7 different countries represented during that international food festival. So I think that that's awesome to consider when you're coming to Methodist. Moving forward, I'm going to go back here a little bit. As far as our leadership development goes, we do have a Tally Leadership Center here, which is our central hub for all things leadership. We do offer a leadership certification, which is awesome. Not a lot of schools in this North Carolina area do offer that. So that is something that you can kind of look out for when you come here to Methodist. It's awesome to put on your resumes and your applications moving forward. We do have over 100 student-led clubs and organizations on our campus as well. So if you are interested in building your leadership skills in another avenue, then that is a way that you can definitely build those skills. As far as our undergraduate research and creativity goes, we do have an undergraduate research symposium every year. It's not a requirement, however, it is highly encouraged because a lot of great things come from that research symposium. We've had students, our engineering students have partnered with our physical therapy school to create sleeves to track tension, torque, and force in the knees, which is awesome. So that's an opportunity that you do have here at Methodist. We don't really focus on what your end goal is. We definitely celebrate whatever your end goal can be, but we do realize that with research, your end goal may be different than what you anticipated. So we are here to help facilitate that research process for you. Okay, moving forward, as far as our application process goes, you can go to our website at www.methodist.edu/apply, and you all being transfer students, you would apply under our transfer option there. We do have.
Thank you, Methodist University. We'll have you put your contact information in the chat for everyone, and we're going to move on now to University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Thank you.
Okay, can you see and hear me? Okay, alrighty, perfect. Well, good evening. My name is Lacey. I'm a transfer coordinator here at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Really excited to be here and talking to you guys today. Going to be a super brief presentation. I'm going to talk about Wilmington, UNCW, wrap up with some application info, and then just talk about some opportunities that we have here in Wilmington. So Wilmington is a town of roughly 120,000 residents situated on the southern North Carolina shore. Our campus is centrally located here in the city, approximately 5 miles from the historic downtown Riverwalk and 5 miles from Wrightsville Beach. As one of the 17 public institutions within the UNC system, UNCW is North Carolina's only coastal university, and we are considered a mid-sized doctoral level university with just over 18,000 students enrolled. And this number has actually gone up. We have 60 bachelor's degrees and now over 40 master's degrees and 5 doctoral programs available for our students. On this slide, I do have some of our more popular majors among our students and specifically among our transfer students. And these include programs that are unique and nationally and internationally renowned, especially marine biology and film studies. And of course, all of the concentrations within the Cameron School of Business. Business is really a big pull for our students here. Though UNCW is large enough to offer students an incomparable educational experience, including research and discovery opportunities, we do still maintain the advantages of small class sizes and a low student to faculty ratio. So here at UNCW, the average class size is 27 students with a student to faculty ratio of 18:1. So you're getting a top-notch education, but you're also building some valuable relationships with your professors, your faculty, and your classmates as well. So UNCW prides itself on offering students a challenging environment to explore their passion and to enhance their opportunities through applied learning. Applied learning is really a vital component of our university's culture. And the applied learning opportunities which we implement equip our students with real world experiences and push them to learn in new and extraordinary ways, ensuring that our students graduate with the edge to be competitive to enter the workforce. And so there are some examples of applied learning on this slide. But for just one example that I do want to highlight, I do want to highlight our marine biology program, which is also a very popular program. Here at UNCW, we do have a Center for Marine Science that is located just a few miles from main campus here, and it's actually situated right on the Intracoastal Waterway, which is, I mean, it's just steps away from the ocean. So this is an active research laboratory in which students have the opportunity for research and discovery in the intracoastal space in the ocean. Another one for our study abroad program, we have a study abroad program for every single one of our majors through 50 different countries, and we offer programs of study anywhere from 10 days to 2 years in length. So there's, I mean, literally something for everybody. Each year, UNCW offers students thousands of options for various internships across majors. Just an example of one is our film studies program offers over nearly 100 local internships, and students are involved in over 500 motion picture projects each year. So that provides, you know, plenty of firsthand experience, especially in such a competitive field like film studies. Service learning is another really cool opportunity for students to engage in humanitarian work while also earning credits towards degree completion. Just to wrap all of this up, our smaller class sizes, personalized educational experience coupled with applied learning strategies do equip our students with the skills to leave our campus and pursue the next set of goals. Approximately 75% of our graduates advance to full-time employment, while around 14% of students elect to attend graduate school full-time. Each year, our incoming class is comprised of about 49% transfer students. So we do have a large transfer student population here. A diverse and robust student population year after year have had among the top graduation rates within the UNC system. And we have been ranked among the top 100 best public national universities by US News and World Report. So I am going to shift gears just a little bit and wrap up with some admissions information. And just to give you an idea of how we choose our students. So in order to be competitive for admission, applicants are recommended to have at least 24 hours of college coursework. Of those 24 hours, we like to see 6 credits be of English and 3 credits be of math. And we like to see at least a 2.5 cumulative GPA in order to be considered competitive. So that would be across all post-secondary work that you've done. So if there's multiple college transcripts, then we do take all of those into account. You'll need to submit all of those transcripts, including your high school, college, and military if applicable. We do have an application fee of $80. We have fee waivers available for those with financial hardships, and we have a personal essay option, which is optional, but I always encourage it. Those are, of course, the minimum requirements, but just to give you an idea, our average transfer student is coming to UNCW with a GPA of a 3.15 and 46 completed credit hours. So our summer fall entry priority deadline is March 1st. We are still taking applications, however, through July 1st, and then spring entry priority deadline is October 15th. All applicants can apply through cfnc.org or our in-house UNCW application portal.
Thank you. The University of North Carolina at Wilmington. And next up, we have Gardner Webb University.
Can you guys hear me okay? Wonderful. So I just want to get started by just giving you kind of an overview of how we look at Gardner Webb, because we think it's a really special place. We look at this through a motto of go all in, which I'll kind of dive into a little deeper in just a second. But to start, I like to talk about the diverse student population that we have here at Gardner Webb. Our undergraduate class in this past fall represented 28 foreign countries. We added Mexico, Italy, Venezuela, Iceland, South Korea this year to those countries that we represent here. We have 44 of the 50 United States represented, as well as 93 of the 100 counties in North Carolina. So this gives our students a really unique opportunity to make friends and connections and professional links all across the state, all across the world, or all across the country, and all across the globe. So gives our students a really unique opportunity with that. This just talks a little bit about our location and the advantage that we have of our location with our central location, about an hour to 45 minutes to an hour from Asheville, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina. So lots of opportunities for our students leisurely, but also lots of opportunities for our students to have internship experiences in those cities as they study here at Gardner Webb. So to go all in, the way we look at Gardner Webb, we look at Gardner Webb through a lens of the scripture of Mark 12:29 through 31. We are a Baptist affiliated university, but these verses is when Jesus is teaching in the temple, and he is giving commandments, and he gives us the greatest commandment to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. So that's kind of the lenses that we use to walk through what Gardner Webb has to offer. So to go in with all your heart, we have one specific office here on campus called our student activities office, that their main goal is to make sure that our students are well taken care of, that they have some fun programming, and they have clubs and organizations that support our students academically. So we have pancake bingo, Big E night, spring and winter formals, movies on the quad, all kinds of fun activities for our students. But we also, as you can see at the bottom here of this slide, that we have so many clubs and organizations that are available to our students in all their interests. So you don't necessarily have to be a criminal justice major to be in the Criminal Justice Society. If you're interested in criminal justice, but you're majoring in biology, you can still be a part of that. So this is a way to kind of be a part of those different interests. And the great thing about our clubs and organizations is that if we don't have one, we are here to support you in creating a club or organization that is inclusive of the things that you're interested in. So to go with all your soul, like I said, we are a Baptist affiliated university, so we do have some requirements that go along with that. As a part of our general education requirements, our students are required to take an Old and New Testament survey course, which is more of a history of the Bible, teaching you who wrote this book, why did they write this book, what's happening in the world while this is being written, and why is this happening. We also have student ministry opportunities. We are not going to force our faith upon you, but we do want you to feel supported if that is something that you're interested in. We are going to give you opportunities at that. So we have student-led small groups and men and women's ministry, as well as the gathering on Tuesday nights. That is just a student-led worship service that you get to have with your peers. So to go in with all your mind, college, I mean, after all, is about academics. So to give you a little snapshot about our academics here on campus, we have a 13-to-1 faculty-student ratio. Our classes are capped at 25, so there are no more than 25 people in a course with you. I personally, as an undergraduate, had a class of 4 here at Gardner Webb. So we are willing to teach the course even if there's only 4 students, if that's what those 4 students need to stay on track. So we have over 60 areas of study, and we have an A rating in the general education review by the American Council of Trustees and Alumni. We were one of 24 schools out of 1,100 surveyed across the country that received this A rating. Some of our top majors are nursing, business, psychology, biology. We also have criminal justice, exercise science, just a ton of different programs here on campus for you to really get plugged in and find the thing that is going to be your wheelhouse. To go with all your strengths, so this is where we talk about our academic or our athletic teams. We do have 22 Division I sports here on campus. We have 11 men's and 11 women's teams, so we are a part of the Big South Conference. If you're interested in athletics, but you're not necessarily interested in competing at the collegiate level, we do have intramurals for all 22 of our sports, but we also have flag football, frisbee golf, cornhole, beach volleyball, all kinds of fun intramurals like that as well. I like to mention the uniqueness of our sporting environment in that it's intimate, and you know the people that you are out there with, and you are cheering on the field. So it makes it really exciting to have that Division I environment, but know those people. They're not celebrities that you never see in class, or you never have a cookout run with on late at night or anything like that. So this is just some information about our transfer process and how it works. Our application is free and online. You can apply through CFNC, through the Common App, or through our direct application portal. And we just need your transcripts from any college that you've attended to get an admission decision. So we're going to try to make that happen pretty quickly for you so that we can begin to work with financial aid and make things like that happen for you, so that you can make Gardner Webb attainable for you.
Thank you, Gardner Webb. You can put your contact information in the chat for everyone. That would be great. And our last up, we have East Carolina University.
All right, everyone. My name is Holly Buck, and I'm one of the transfer admissions counselors with East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina. If you're visiting us today, you would have the option to see our beautiful campus mall, which is pictured here. This is where our students like to hang out. We always like to share this with people. So we're gonna go, let's see. All right, so here at ECU, we have 4 campus locations. Our main campus location is in Greenville, North Carolina, which is where a lot of our academic programs take place, as well as our residential facilities. We have an Outer Banks campus near Manteo, North Carolina. It's home to our Coastal Studies Institute, where students are actually helping to excavate parts of Blackbeard, the pirate's ship, off the coast of North Carolina. And here at the bottom, you'll see our West Research Campus. That's actually where students on our Greenville location are studying the pirate ship itself. So if you really like pirates, we're the place for you. And then lastly, we have our Health Sciences Campus, which is home to our College of Nursing, our College of Allied Health Sciences, and the Dental and Medical School. Here at ECU, we offer 87 different degree programs, ranging from business to education to medical programs and pretty much anything in between. So there's many opportunities to explore your passions and really dive deep into the things that are important to you. We like to brag here at ECU that we are the only school in North Carolina with a dental school, medical school, and a College of Engineering all at the same institution. So that is just one thing we like to share with people that we meet. Here in ECU in 2020, fall of 2020, we welcomed about 1,800 new transfer students to campus, with 35% of them being online. We offer online programs only available to transfer students, so students have the ability to stay in their communities and continue to do their work that they're doing and continue their education. And approximately 72% of our students transferred from North Carolina community colleges, with a few out-of-staters and some from the UNC system. But we have students coming from all 100 North Carolina counties, 47 states, including DC, and 99 countries. So you'll have the opportunity to meet lots of different people that share different ideas and different values than you do, but also maybe some that share the same. Here are a couple of our top transfer majors. Of course, our top transfer major is nursing, followed by our business programs with our management degree, our industrial technology program, which is for students completing the associate and applied science program, so like HVAC and welding, followed by elementary education, marketing, and a few other ones here. Here at ECU, we have a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So while we are a large school, there are many opportunities to make it feel small. We have over 200 study abroad programs in over 60 countries, including our full semester year-round program in Tuscany, Italy. So if you're looking to travel the world and get some new experiences and continue your education, studying abroad may be a great opportunity for you. We have over 500 plus student organizations on our campus and 30 intramural sports programs and club sports. So if you're looking to get involved on campus, there's many opportunities ranging from academic organizations to Greek life organizations to even some just casual movie watching clubs and things of that nature. Here at ECU, we are proud members of the American Athletic Conference with our 18 NCAA Division I teams, including men's football, men's basketball, women's basketball, softball, and pretty much anything in between. So if you're looking for opportunities to be involved at athletic events and cheer on the Pirates, we've got them for you. On our camp, we have 18 living and learning communities on our campus that are housed within our 16 residence halls. Located on our main campus. So these living and learning communities are really opportunities for you to dive deeper into a particular area of interest, or to build a community with those who are studying the same major as you. For example, we have a nursing community. I believe there's a leadership village, and then we even have one for transfer students only. So you can live with transfer students, dive deeper into your academics and things like that. We also have 25 plus dine-in venues on our campus, including a Starbucks truck, Chick-fil-A, and the only standing Raising Cane's in North Carolina. A unique opportunity we have for our transfer students is our ECU Honors College. So if you are a member of the North Carolina Community College System and you have a 3.5 GPA, you could potentially be eligible to join the Honors College, which is by invite only. And in doing so, you will receive a $1,250 scholarship per semester if you are invited to apply to the program. Here at ECU, we love our traditions. Some of them you can see pictured on the screen here. One of my most favorite ones is the polar plunge, which is pictured down here at the bottom left. Students jump into a freezing cold pool in the middle of January for a t-shirt. So it's nice to see the campus community come out and the chancellor comes out, and we just is a great way to kick off the start of the semester. We also have our entrepreneurship challenge, which is fairly new to the campus, but it gives student entrepreneurs a way to advertise their business, to seek business advice, and to get funds to start up their business. So if you have an aspiring product or you have a business you're trying to launch, you might be interested in joining and participating in the entrepreneurship challenge. We talked a lot about the experience. Now here's just a quick snapshot into the numbers. You can see the tuition for North Carolina residents and out-of-state students. We always encourage students to apply for financial aid and scholarships to help alleviate some of the costs associated with furthering your education. And about 73% of our students receive some sort of financial assistance.
Thank you, East Carolina University. If you can put your contact information in the chat, that would be great.
Yep.
All right, I'd ask all of our presenters to join us on video again, and let's talk through our first question here. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Let's start with Warren Wilson.
My recommendation would be to talk to students that are at the school, probably students that are like you. So if you're transferring, talk to a transfer student and hear it from them, what it's like to be there.
Full sail.
All right. So my advice would, if it's possible, definitely tour. If you can see a school in person or even a virtual tour, get information to give you a feel what it's going to be like to be there. Something I wish I would have done a little bit more of when I was doing college research, but definitely if you can, again, tour a school.
Methodist University.
Okay, I will say definitely consider all of your possibilities, whether that be public, private, large, small. You never know what the right fit is for you. So definitely consider all the possibilities there.
UNC Wilmington.
Yeah, I just really want to echo what Alexa said. Just keeping an open mind and being willing to maybe go outside of your comfort zone a little bit and explore some colleges and options that maybe weren't on your original list, but may still have the program that you are interested in.
Gardner Webb University.
Yeah, I just kind of want to echo what Jolie said. I think visiting an institution is so very important. You really get to see what the real life is there at the institution and find your fit. So just meeting people, meeting staff, faculty, students that are there, and being able to see if you kind of fit into that plug in, and just finding that place that you can really call home.
And East Carolina University, your thoughts?
Sure. I would like to echo what they said about visiting campus. It's a great way to really dive deep into what it's like. And oftentimes I had students tell me within 10 seconds of being on campus, they knew if it was the place for them or not. So if you're deciding between two schools and you have the ability to visit, definitely recommend it. Definitely check out Student Life and maybe talk to a couple of students there because they are the true experts in campus life and all things that particular school.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link with a very quick 5-question survey. We'd really appreciate if you would take a moment to provide your feedback to us. We encourage you to check the schedule as well and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session recording as well as all the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Carolinas. We thank you for attending and thank you to all of our presenters as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.